What's going on, everybody? Serial entrepreneur Jordan Steen here, and in this episode we're going to talk about the 5 P's of marketing and how they apply to your home-based business. A lot of business owners try to start a home-based business or an online business, something where they can work from home, and they forget about some of the most important parts of running an online business, and that's just the basic concepts of marketing known as the 5 P's. So if you haven't heard of these before, if you're looking to improve your marketing efforts from your home-based business or for your home-based business, you're going to want to pay attention to this video. As you can see, we're in my home right now. Let me show you guys how we make over $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 plus per month working from home. Let's go. Alright guys, so my name is Jordan Steen. If you haven't been to our channel before, if you haven't visited this channel before, basically, okay, so Jordan Steen, but also known as Serial Entrepreneur. What we talk about on this channel is social media marketing, digital marketing concepts, working from home, building an online business, all kinds of different stuff related to working from home and basically the internet. But one thing that I definitely have to, cover or discuss with you guys who are trying to start a business, or you're into entrepreneurship and you're trying to market a product or a service that you offer, is the 5 P's of marketing. Now, a lot of people are going to leave a comment below this video, I already know, and they're like, well, it's the 4 P's of marketing, and that may be true. Originally, it was the 4 P's of marketing, but the 5th P that has been added on is actually a newer concept. Not really a newer concept, it's always been a thought, but people just started adding it to basically the 4 P's to make it the 5th P of marketing. So let's get into those P's really quick and what they are. All right guys, so like I said, the first 4 P's, basically what we're going to talk about are the originals, and then there's the 5th one. What are those P's? Essentially product, price, place, promotion, and then the 5th one's going to be people. This is the newer one, the people concept, right? Because as you guys already know, if you're not focusing on your customers, but not only your customers, the people who work for your business, then you're going to have a hard time getting your message across, getting the goal, or reaching really the goals that you're trying to reach with your marketing objectives. So let's talk about each one of those individually. The first one we're going to talk about is, like I mentioned, product. All right, so your product itself. First P. All right, so understanding a bunch of different things about your product, right? Number one, who is the product for? Who are you trying to actually sell this product to? What are the key issues involved around the industry or with this specific product or service? And the reason why you want to know the issues, it's not necessarily that you're trying to figure out how to solve the issues itself for that product, but how you can take those issues and create messaging that's going to relieve or reach people who have a specific need with relation to that product, right? People have a lot of issues with products that already exist. For example, terrible customer service, the bad quality of a product, something like that, right? So if you can address those issues in your marketing content, then it gives people a reason to check out essentially what you're trying to sell, right? Because if they know, like if a common issue with digital marketing services, so for you marketing agency owners, if a common issue is that people aren't generating leads, if they're not getting enough people to engage with their content, or they don't get enough traffic from their ads or from their blog content that they're writing, that's something that you're going to want to focus on when you go and actually talk to a to a business owner about your digital marketing services, right? So that's why understanding the product is so important. You have to understand what issues lie around that product so that way you can solve those issues with your potential customers. The other thing, again, is just understanding who those customers are that want that product. If you're trying to market to people who have no interest in your product, then they're not going to buy from you, right? Then one of the last things you actually want to focus on with your product is how it differs from your competitors, right? Because if you're trying to sell the exact same thing that everybody's selling, then what makes me want to purchase from you? Is there an actual difference in that product? And maybe it's one of the other 5 P's, like price, or the way you promote it, or the placement of that specific product, where you're reaching people, right? Those could all be factors in how that product reaches people. But again, what is it that makes your product different than every other competitor? If you have the same product as everyone else, it's going to make it hard for you to stand out and reach new audiences or new potential customers, especially if there's competitors that have been around for a while. So number 2, what we're going to talk about is price. Like I mentioned just a second ago, price is super important and it has to make sense to your customers. If you want to be a premium priced product, that means that your product better have the best quality, the best customer support or customer service. It better have, you know, tons of raving fans, tons of reviews, because if not, what reason do I have to pay extra for your product if there's not a bunch of people out there telling me why this product is worth the extra money, right? Or if you choose to go middle of the road, or if you choose to be, you know, the bottom price product, you know, not actually premium, just one of the, I guess, cheaper, for lack of better words, products. If that's how you choose to price yourself, then you have to understand who your market is, what size your market is. Are you actually trying to appeal to people who can afford a less expensive product, or is your message really catered towards those people who want the premium product, right? People who want a premium product are usually tired of buying the less quality types of products or services related to that product that you're offering. And I keep saying product a lot, but that's what it really comes to. All of the 5 P's go back essentially to your product or service, because that's what we're marketing. But again, the price is super important to understand where you compare to your competitors. Are you middle of the road? Are you bottom end? Are you top end premium price products? And once you kind of set yourself in that niche, it's kind of easy to adjust if you need to, but you can't just do it all of a sudden, right? You can't go from a bottom tier product to a top price product all overnight, right? You have to take time to improve quality, improve customer support measures, make sure that people are, you know, aware that your product is changing and that it's developing and getting better and better, and that you have testimonials from people saying, dude, this guy could be charging, you know, this much more for this product or service because it's actually worth that much to me. It's helped me that much, right? So understanding where your product lies, making sure that you're not overpricing yourself is going to be imperative to getting you the best results and the most amount of sales, because again, I've seen it too many times, and it actually happens with this whole digital marketing agency course thing or social media marketing agency course thing, where guys come straight out of the gate and they're charging like $800 for a course, and they just started doing digital marketing last year. I mean, we started off here, I'll kind of give you a walkthrough of what we did. We started off with a $200 launch price, right, for people who wanted to get in early. We shifted that price once we had some people come into the course and start leaving reviews and saying they were getting results. We shifted that price up to $299, right? So we're still in comparison to the rest of the market or the industry with my product or service. We started off on the lower end, right? Now we're up at $399. Right? Because we started getting more and more reviews. We started getting more students saying they were seeing success. They were starting to make $5,000 a month, $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000. I have a student now that's about to start making $45,000 a month for her agency, right? So we increase the price because we know, look, you're investing $399. We're helping you make $5,000 a month, $10,000 per month. That $399 is nothing in comparison to the revenue that you're able to generate, right? So it makes sense. Now we're actually at the point where we're going to increase our price again upwards of $599. That'll probably be the top end that we reach for this course at this, you know, time, just because we want to make sure that we're not overcharging for our price, or for our product, basically our school. So we're about to go up to $599, just because, again, we have people on a regular basis reaching out to me and saying, hey, Jordan, you could easily be charging more for this. This is, you know, insanely valuable. I can't believe you're not charging this month, or I can't believe you're not charging more. So, you know, when people start telling you, hey, your product is this great, you could easily charge more, that might be time for you to start considering upping the price. Because again, you don't want to lose out on potential revenue, right? You don't want to miss an opportunity to make a little bit extra per sale or per product sold, right? Because that's money you're leaving on the table. And this same theory applies to your marketing agency services, guys. I want you guys to be aware of this. When you're marketing your product, or when you're trying to sell your product or your services, your digital marketing services to business owners, stop underpricing yourself. Too many people do this, and it's why a lot of business owners fail, because they're not charging enough, but their expenses are super high, so they're not making any money whatsoever, right? So price your products appropriately. Make sure that you're getting all of the value that you deserve out of the products and services that you offer, and it will help your business go a lot further. Why? Because you have more of a budget to work with, which means more money invested in your business and less money going out of the door, right? Okay, so the third topic, or the third principle we're going to talk about, is place. Now, what do I mean by place? How is your product distributed? Essentially, how does it reach your customer? Do you give it to them online? Do they have to come into your store to actually get that product or service taken place, or to take advantage of that product or service? And the reason why that's important is because if I'm trying to market to people that aren't in my physical location and they have to actually come to my physical location to buy that product, it's going to make it difficult to convince them that they need to come all the way over here just to buy that product. So for example, if I'm an attorney in the Atlanta area, but I'm marketing to people, you know, if I target the US with my marketing services and I have people from like Washington that are in that audience that I'm targeting, why would that make sense? If my physical location is in Atlanta and they kind of have to come here to have that consultation, it doesn't make sense for me to start marketing to those people. So understand where your customers are at, what they have to do to take advantage of those services. If it requires them to come in, then you should know where those people are coming from, right? If it doesn't require them to come in, if you can sell your product or service online, then you want to know where are the most engaged, or where does the most traffic come from? Where are those areas that people are at? Like for example, with Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we know that people actually come a lot from the US, UK, and India. So, and to be honest with you, it kind of blows my mind that India is in that list. I figured it'd be other places in Europe, something like that, right? But it's actually not. So understanding that lets me know, okay, well, I can market to people in those 3 areas primarily, and then we'll focus other parts of our budget on other areas that might not be as important. But focus on the areas that people are at, focus on how your products and services are distributed, because again, if you're marketing to an audience that's never gonna buy because they're not in your physical location, or it's not something that is conducive to your marketing budget, for example, marketing to people that are not as important as other people in your market specifically, then you're actually wasting money, you're wasting time, and you're not gonna get the best results. So placement is super important. Okay, now number 4 is another big thing, and this actually is something that a lot of you need to pay attention to, because I get the question all the time, Jordan, how do I market to people for this specific business versus how do I market to people for this specific business? Guys, the 4th one is promotion, okay? How are you going to reach those customers? What platforms are you actually going to use to market your business or products or services to those people that might be interested in buying, right? So with promotion, you have to understand that it's essentially the same, right? We want to use social media marketing. We want to use email marketing, web development, all of these different aspects of digital marketing for every business. But there are limited budgets, right? Not everybody has $20,000 a month to spend on marketing, right? So how do we get the best out of that marketing campaign? Well, you have to understand the customer's customer, okay? So if, for example, we're looking at an attorney, right? Say you have an attorney as a client. How does that attorney reach potential customers? Well, here's the thing. You have to think about the customer's customer. So the attorney's customer is looking for an attorney service, right? But how do I actually, if I were looking for an attorney, or if you were looking for an attorney, how would you actually go about finding an attorney online? Well, I'm probably not going to go to Facebook and start typing in attorneys near me, right? One of the most common things would be to go to Google or a search engine of some kind, and then you type like divorce attorney in Atlanta, right? That's a very specific service that I'm looking for in my area. So understanding that, okay, well, it's probably not best for us to spend a lot of the, cold traffic budget on Facebook ads, because people don't typically go to Facebook to find an attorney. They typically do, a Google search, so PPC ads, or you do a bunch of content creation and do really well at ranking organically, so that way when people look for an attorney, you show up in one of the first organic slots. That would be where I would recommend spending that ad budget, or basically promoting that business, right? Versus, my business, Serial Entrepreneur Academy, when we sell things online, we know that our audiences are going to places like YouTube, they're going to Google and doing searches to find people who are releasing content about marketing services, about digital marketing, whether that be social media, email, PPC, SEO, web development, content, right? So what we've done is we've created a ton of videos on YouTube that drives a ton of traffic to our website, because we know that's one of the initial places that people start. We also know that it's important to create really good blog content, because people are going to Google with specific topics, and not everybody wants a video. So we create blog articles that do the exact same thing. They promote our business by using keywords and telling people, hey, this is about, outsourcing for marketing agencies. That's what this article would be about, right? So understanding the customer journey is super important with the 4th P, with promotion, because again, if you're not advertising on the right platforms, if you're not utilizing your budget to the best of your ability to get the most views views and the most traffic to that site, you're going to have a lower ROI, which again, customers are not going to be happy with. So promotion, and this again applies to any home-based business, whether you're marketing products online, whether you're going out and doing consulting, you have to understand how people are looking for your products or services. Okay, so the fifth P, and this is honestly the most important one to me, and I'll explain why in a second, but the fifth one is, again, going to be people, all right? And there's two parts to people. There's the people who work for your business, and there are the people who purchase your products and services, so your customers. Let's talk about both of those. The people who work for your business are important because if they are rude, if they don't finish things in a timely manner, if they don't respond to customers the right way, if they aren't getting work done for your business that you need done, it's going to set your business back, right? So the people who actually work for your business are super important to ensure that they are trained properly, that they feel valued in your company, that they are getting their work done on time. That's another side of it, right? So the people who work for your business make sure that you have an overall positive outlook, or not outlook, but image to your customer people, right? So let's talk about the customer people. Here's the thing. They want great customer service. They want to feel like their needs are being met. They want to feel like they can trust your product or service, right? They have to feel like they've built a relationship, okay? So all of these are things that marketers tend to forget, that all of this right here, your product, your price, your placement, or your place, or your promotion, where you're reaching all of these, all four of these concepts come back to people, right? If you're not focusing on the people in your business or the people who are your customers, then you're missing out on the rest of these, right? The other four don't really matter. And that's why people has been added to this marketing mix, or to the 4 Ps. It's become the 5 Ps, because the people are the most important aspect. The people who are running your business and the people who buy your products or services are the ones that make your business go every single day. And without them, your business will fail. So considering, what the people need in your business and what the people need who are your potential customers to feel confident in working with your business is important, because if they don't, they will go and use your competitor, which means less money for you, which means a worse image or a worse outlook on how your business should be performing and how it should be relating to its customers. I know a big issue that a lot of companies have, like for example, one of the reasons why my marketing course does so well versus a lot of other ones is because I answer a lot of those questions and try to give feedback as much as I possibly can personally. Where, for example, Ty Lopez, I've heard several hundreds of people complain about not being able to get in touch with people or get answers to their questions resolved. And that's why, we have made it a point to always try to have someone responding to customers, because we know that if you get the value directly from me, if you get the questions answered directly from me that you're looking to get answered, you're going to come back again and again. And that mentality that we've taken, or that approach that we've taken to customer service with relation to our business, has been able to, increase our revenue by anywhere from 30 to 80% month to month, just because of the fact that we give people the information that they're looking for. All right, guys, so that's it for the 5 Ps of marketing for your home-based business, or for your online business, your digital marketing agency, e-commerce business, whatever it is that you're trying to sell. That's the theoretical side behind what you need to understand, with understanding your audience, understanding your products, understanding the pricing side of things. There's all kinds of different things that you have to take into consideration when you're trying to sell more of your products and services. These are the big 5 that you need to kind of outline and understand. So all I recommend doing is laying out these 5 little points and saying, okay, what is my product? Who are we trying to sell our product to? What are the main key, or what are the key issues? What are the competitors' pricing strategies like, right? Where are they pricing their products versus where I should be pricing my product? What is the quality like versus their quality? How long have we been in business versus how long have they been in business? All kinds of things like that. The placement, where people actually, how does our product or service reach our customers? The promotion, where are people finding our products or services, and how do they engage online to actually go through the process of making a sale or setting an appointment? And then the people itself, again, all of this reverts back to the people in your business and the people who are your customers, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who help your business grow and that make your business successful. So we're gonna get out of here, guys. Just some quick tips before we get off this video. In the bottom right-hand corner, you're gonna wanna click the subscribe button so that way you can get notifications and updates to all of the content that we release. Hit that notification bell because it will send you little notifications on your phone. The last thing is in the description, we have all kinds of free training. We have Facebook ads training. We have, starting an online business, where if you subscribe, basically we're gonna send you a ton of content without spamming the mess out of you, I promise. But we're gonna send you a ton of documents, templates, guides that you can use to run your online business. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. If you are looking to get in the Serial Entrepreneur Academy course, which I'm telling you right now, you're gonna wanna do it. It's going to help you increase your online sales, do better with your business online. You can check out that link in the description below as well. Outside of that, guys, make sure to just head over to our channel. Check out all of the other videos. If you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, do anything in digital marketing, we have tons of free training. We have over 180 videos over at our channel that you can use to leverage basically your marketing efforts, or leverage those videos to make your marketing efforts better. All right, guys, so I'm gonna head out of here. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. So until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later, guys.
Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.
What's going on? Nope, sorry, that was wrong. Oh man, I just marked on my finger. Ugh. Okay, whoops.